What's up, YouTube? My name is Uncle Smokey, and before I start my video, I would like to say I am not a financial advisor, and this is not financial advice. So please take what I say with a grain of salt and do your own DD. Today, we're going to talk about ticker symbol MMAT, Meta Materials Inc. Now, before I get too in depth with the TA, I want to first start out with, I am not a speculation kind of person. I trade on facts. I trade on what can be proved or disproved. So you're not going to hear a whole lot of me say a whole lot of it's a squeeze play. You're not going to hear a whole lot of the, okay, Tesla's partnering, Samsung's partnering, this company's partnering, that company's partnering. That's just speculation. We don't know that until it's filed. And I'll show you in a little while how you can prove that has been done. So let's go ahead and break into what we're going to talk about. Today we're going to break down the TA, a little bit of the options chain, FinViz, Fintel, a little bit of Vortex, and I've got some news for you. So start off, we opened higher than we closed. We actually opened up at 357, which is up on the previous day's close. We did incur our usual dip in the open. We then had a couple of fake out breakouts. Now, the one thing I want to note is we respected this $3.40 line very, very well today. Any more of this, and we're going to have to turn this into a white line. White on my charts means that it's there to stay. Yellow is cautionary. That means that it's pretty close. Blue is just a line that we're looking at as possible resistance. It's touched a couple of times, but we're not there yet. So we had a fake out breakout here. Shorts, well, possibly day trading. Fake out breakout. Then we went into shorts. So this is a lot of short pressure, I believe. And then we consolidated later into the day down below the 340 range. And that's another reason why I'm saying that this here is going to start becoming more of a resistance and a support line because of how well it's respecting the 340 line. Now, once we did break out over that, it looks like at the 230 range, we shot up. Now, this here could be anything. Institutional buying. This could be shorts covering. This could be retail investors. In all honesty, like a whale could have stepped in. Nobody knows, and there's no real way of knowing. So again, I'm not going to speculate. But the one thing I do want to show you is right here at the end of the day. We consolidated for the last half hour. That's great, guys. To consolidate into the end of the day after having a relatively good day, I mean, all in all, that's pretty good. Now, let's move over and look at the market. Now, we know the market was good today. Everything was green except for the Dow, which is pretty normal. Tech. Here's where we're going to start getting into some things. Look here, trade off in the morning, double top, down. Now, the only thing it didn't do is it didn't consolidate low. It did have a nice little breakout and then consolidated. Same thing here, down in the morning, breakout a little bit, consolidated. Telecom, this one actually real nice. It spiked up in the after hours, then came crashing down. Actually dropped below the day before's close about 20 minutes into the day, 30 minutes into the day. And then consolidated most of the rest of the day. And then here, AVGO, again, finishing up 1.5%. Oil, what everybody says that we're still trading as. No way. Down, down, up a little bit, down. All right, not too much time onto that. Let's go ahead and move into FinViz real quick, and that will help establish truth to my theory. Looky here. So oil and gas, all of it's down. All the big ones, down, down, down. Everything's down, down, down. Oil and gas. This is what we used to be in. Exploration, correct? Correct. Semiconductors, what we are now. Technology, semiconductors. Look at all that green. Yeah, a little bit of red. Look down here. Semiconductor equipment and materials. Look at all that green. Beautiful. This is what we're trading as. We're starting to follow the market in the sector we're supposed to be in. Fantastic. Now, that does not mean that the merger's complete. It's not complete yet. But the overall market is starting to consider us as a tech stock. So that's fantastic for us. Now, I want to move into the options chain. The options chain, I was looking at it on my TOS, Thinkorswim, which if you don't have Thinkorswim, this is a great place to do all of your options trading. Now, I'm going to be quite frank with you. I have not done any options trading with MMAT, and I'm going to show you why. First off, let's go ahead into the options breakdown. So 11,000 calls traded today, 2,700 puts traded today. We've got about an 80-20 call to put ratio. Also, you'll see IVs at 188, so we're staying under 200. Anything under 200 is great, very bullish. If the lower you can keep the IV, which is the implied volatility, the more the stock is looked at. It's more liked that way. I guess that's a good way of putting it. I'm going to do a little bit more of a breakdown this weekend on some of this stuff. I'm going to try and put out another video on Sunday to help you understand a little bit more about IV and the options chain and the reason why this is important to look at. Now, what I really want to look at is this hinky crap right here. What in the hell is going on? So, I was sitting in my chair last night after having myself a little Uncle Smokey session, and I'm thinking to myself, why does the options chain look like this? I've never seen this before. Webull used to look like this, and I haven't noticed it lately. But then again, I haven't been on the website version. I'm usually just on my desktop version. So this one here is August 20th for MMAT. And you know it's the one for MMAT because it's allotting the full 100 shares per single contract. Right here, it's a totally active bid and ask. All right, we've got a net change. That's why we know it's active. But come down here. Same date. There's actually a little bit of activity in the change bracket. I mean, this is the torch. This is, you know, it's the torch because it's 50 to 100. That's the reverse split. What is this? If anybody has any clue on what this is and why this is, please inform me. I like other people's due diligence. I would really like to know what that is. Looky here, non-standard. This is MMATF. This is our other entity. What? I don't understand. Why is it still there? That's what I'm not getting. So this is one of the confusing things for me. This is one of the way that hedge funds can and they do hedge their positions. But another thing is another form of a short is a put. So if you look over here, there's a lot more activity in stuff that doesn't even exist anymore. So what's going on here? I don't know. I'd really like to know. I'm going to try and figure it out for you guys. So we're going to go ahead and press on. I'm not going to concentrate on that too much in this video, but again, I'm going to try and get another video out for you. We will see. We're going to go ahead and move over to Fintel. Fintel data, short interest percent of float, 11.16, very consistent. They've been pretty on point. Short volume ratio is 33.29%. That is of the free float. Short squeeze score, we've covered this. It really isn't moving too much. It goes up and down a couple of percent, but this is irrelevant. It doesn't matter what they rate it at, unless it's like top 5. Kind of doesn't matter too terribly much. This is our short shares availability. Now, the one thing you'll see is this thing's been hovering between 1.5 million and 3 million. That basically means that they're buying and returning these available short shares. And they're doing it at an exponential rate, believe it or not. Your short bar free rate, now this has come down. The reason why this came down is because you did have shorts covering. This does get updated daily. You'll notice actually about every half hour. And if you go back to the chart, and this is what I was talking about, our chart, this here could have been shorts covering. It's very, very likely. And another reason why I say it's likely is because the time frame it fell around. Margin calls happen at 2 o'clock. This right here is 2 o'clock. Look at this. Big ass green candle. Excuse me. Sorry, YouTube. Big green candle. Big green candle. Big green candle. It's very likely that this could have been short positions covering. And like I've said before, as you can see, it's not really a squeeze play, because not all short positions have to cover at once. They don't. They just don't have to. Now, we're going to keep pushing on. We got something new. Short sale volume. This just started today on Fintel, and I already love it. I'm going to try and refresh this. Let's see if we've got any updates. Sorry, guys. I've got a fly in my office, and it's driving me insane, so it probably sounds like I'm swatting at something, because I am. Alright, so it hasn't changed yet. This is neat. FINRA total volume. So this is the volume that has been reported through FINRA to Fintel. Almost 8 million shares. This is the short volume of almost 4.5 million shares. So over half, 55%. FINRA short volume right there. CBOE. This is the Chicago-based open exchange. This here hasn't been updated yet, but it should be updated before trading starts on Monday. And this will probably only be kind of in this close range here, about 2 million shares. It doesn't equal the total number of shares traded today. It's still not all of the exchanges. FINRA, Chicago, and you still got some other ones. Okay, so it's the vast majority, but not all. You're going to notice that there's still going to be about, I want to say, 1.5 million roughly shares unaccounted for. Don't look too deep into that. There's other exchanges. Remember, most of these things only report on about 80 to 90% of the open exchanges. That's not all of them. It's 80 to 90%. Totally okay. All right. What's next? Oh, Edgar. We like SEC.gov. SEC.gov. In fact, you know what? Let's start at the very beginning. I'm going to show you guys how to navigate through SEC.gov. I'm going to show you how simple it is for everybody, all of my subscribers, everybody who watches this video, to do your own DD. Check this out. www.sec.gov. It's that dang easy. Right there. You want to know anything you want to know about a stock? There it is. Right there. You'll notice it said Torch MMAT, TRCH MMAT, because it's not done yet. Right there. This is how you do it. That's simple. Ta-da! Oh, hey, looky there, guys. July 23rd, 2021. That's today. Here, let's bring down the company info. It's that easy. Boom, company info. Crude, petroleum, and natural gas hasn't changed yet. And here's why. Everybody thinks this T+21 rule is today. It's not. I keep saying that. I do firmly believe that we're not looking at until the 28th, until this thing has to be finalized, because T+21 is trading days 21. Trading 21 days. Okay? It's not Saturdays, it's not Sundays, it's not holidays. It wasn't the Juneteenth day, which, remember, Juneteenth, it wasn't the, the Friday, it was the Monday. So you've got to take an account for all of the holidays, all of the not so much recognized by you or me all the time, but federal holidays, whether it be a President's Day, whether it be Memorial Day, Labor Day, anything that the post office doesn't deliver mail on, the stock market's not going to run on. That's a great way of looking at it. And I don't want to hear what's the post office. Please, nobody leave me a comment on what is a post office. It's not the thing you send your email through. Alright, so one of the other things we wanted to look at today was the news. So George on Twitter today popped it out here first thing in the morning. Very excited to welcome Darren, I'm gonna murder his name, as our new VIP business dev. He joins us from Google, 30 years of experience, and will lead Metamaterials Inc. business vertical, which includes augmented reality applications and the AR Fusion, which I am in the middle of a little article about this whole AR Fusion. Amazing technology. I think we're onto something here. But this is proof, and here's how I'm going to state that. This is proof. This is not speculation. This is something that's absolutely real, and this is why I'm reporting on it. First off, Meta put it on their site, okay, as business, as news. Meta appoints Darren, I think it's Imels, as Vice President of Business Development. Okay, there it is. And then, again, Edgar, it's right here, 8K. There's the form 8K. United States Securities and Exchange Commission, Washington, D.C. These are the real people, the real deal. This is a real form, okay? This is what they've got to fill out. Anytime that press release comes out, anytime somebody inside sells or buys, they have to go through this channel. They have to. They can't get around it. It's a must-do. If they don't do this, somebody's getting in trouble. Does anybody remember Martha Stewart? She got in trouble for not doing the right thing, right? No. That was completely different. But I had to bring her into this because it was a whole stock thing. Never mind. Anyway, if you liked my video, please like it, subscribe it, hit the bell notification if you want to keep hearing anything from me. If you found what I said to be truthful, go ahead and leave me a comment, say you enjoyed it. If you've got anything you want to correct me on, please do so in the comments below. I love to learn. Give me some DD. That's awesome. I appreciate it. With that being said, I'm going to see you guys hopefully later on this weekend. Peace.